Hello, welcome. Yeah, today is that your mouse pad? Yeah, don't mind the D circles or whatever you call them. I try to get rid of them. No luck. So yeah, for today I've got something new, something original, something that will blow your mind. Well, I guess it depends on what you're into. So, yeah. Yes, anime figures. Let me maybe start from something that's like my first figurine ever. I think that's a good thing to start from, right? Something that started my downfall. This, can you tell by the silhouette which character this is? You can kind of make out. It's Shinobu from the Monogatari series. Let me just autofocus. There we go. There we go. This is Shinobu. Yeah, she's actually the first figurine I've ever reviewed. Well, I say reviewed, but yeah, I guess it could be called a review. But she's a very, very good character. And quite tragic too. This is actually, there's a bit of a story to this, because this version of Shinobu was not what I was planning to get at first. There was a version that was sitting and wearing this motorcycle helmet. You couldn't move any single point of her, but she was still under the Figma series. I don't know why. She looked really cool. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna buy this one Shinobu figure to keep on my desk. And she's gonna be like a physical manifestation of me liking anime, right? It's gonna be like symbolic almost, right? Because I was really into Monogatari at the time, and I was like, okay, I'll get her, and she was not the last figure I got. Actually, when it comes to Monogatari, I got Senju Gahara as well. I've got all the girls from Bakemonogatari, basically. I have a bit of a problem. I don't know if you guys watched Monogatari, but she's holding a donut. She's really, really into donuts. And the hat, oh my god, the hat, if you remove it, there's no way you're gonna put it on again, because it's very weird. So that's where my downfall started. Okay, we started on a high note. Let's go with a lower note, which is a figurine that disappointed me the most. This. Yeah. I know, it's Rem. What a surprise. Okay, let me just explain. She's covered in a towel. Yes, and that's how she's shipped. She's covered in a towel. And you probably won't be able to see that. She arrived with like this black spot on her face, which I had to basically remove. I don't want to get into details, but it's like right on the cheek too. You kind of can tell under the light. Oh, there we go. You should be able to see the spot now. But yeah, that's one thing that kind of annoyed me about her. I don't know if I can take off the towel because she's wearing lingerie. I could do like a fast sneak peek. Chira. This is one part of the figurine, and this is fine. I'm not like over over the moon about the quality of it, but well, let's just get to the good part. The pillow is fine. The pillow is fine. It's completely fine. But the bed, you know what this is? I'll tell you what this is. This is a piece of foam that has been haphazardly, look at this. Look at this. It was just covered in material. It's not even. And they just used stickers to keep it in place. Look at this. I'll remind you that these figurines are like $100. Yeah, kind of disappointing, especially considering I have one figurine that has a like plastic full bed with railings and everything, and it looks really good. Though, you know, I guess the shipping cost was insane. Man, I was really disappointed with this one. It's not with the other figurines. It just sits on a shelf because I try not to think about it too much. Okay. Let's see. This one has a story to it. I think I told the story a few times. This is Antarcticite from Hoseki no Kuni. It arrived broken. This portion was completely broken off. This triangle. It's so freaking shiny. So freaking shiny. And I had to ask Good Smile Company for a replacement. And what they said was, sure, just send me the pictures of the broken part and we'll get it sorted. So I took pictures of like this point where it broken off. I can see it better here, because this one is actually the one I glued together. See this little square thing? It broken up from the base. They told me to send the pictures. I sent the pictures, and what they said was, okay, we know that this has been happening in transit to a lot of people, so they'll just send me another one free of charge. And I'm like, okay. And yeah, what I did was I sold the one that was perfect, and I fixed this broken one to keep for myself, because I still very much love this figurine. It's fantastic. It's actually based on a garage kit. If you don't know what a garage kit is, basically you buy a figurine that's in pieces and you have to put it together and paint it yourself. And it was made by indie artists. And the original is even better than this, and still this is really good. It's really good. Very expressive. Really good figurine. Also, if you haven't seen Hoseki no Kuni, freaking watch it. It's really good. And the anime, let's say, focuses on the portions that are not as depressing as the rest of the manga. So it's a fairly light watch. It won't leave you crying and sobbing and being completely lifeless. So I mean, there is a sad scene, as you can kind of tell. It's worth a watch, and it has fantastic music. Are you winning, son? Yes, I am winning. Can't you see all the anime figurines everywhere? Of course I'm winning. Okay, let's do this, because after this there's gonna be some repetition. I might take out a few more, but we'll see. So this is Akari from Aria, the animation. If you haven't seen it, I guess I don't know what to tell you. It's a bit of a metaphysical one. Yes, it is my favorite series, I'd say. And oh my gosh, I cried so much watching Aria. Though it's kind of weird, because it's like tears of joy or like nostalgia. It's very different. It has like complex emotions. Or Natsume's Book of Friends. Yeah. It's a bit of a similar vibe, I'd say. Natsume and Aria. I think the two have quite a bit in common. I guess Arya is a little more funny to say, but it's less realistic. It has some metaphysical stuff going on, some metaphorical stuff. Not everything is what it seems at first sight, you know, it's unreliable narration sort of deal, where Akari is just so positive and kind of teaches you to appreciate everything about life. She always finds something to get fascinated by, to be excited for, and it's really inspiring. In this water section, there's actually a ring under the water, which is pretty damn cool. So yeah, this is a very good series too, if you want to watch it. Though it's not something you can binge. If you're more into like action-based stuff, you're probably not gonna enjoy it. This is a very... No, what? You mean this? Arya Shacho? Is it supposed to be, it's kind of weird. It's supposed to be an intelligent cat, which is also the president of the company. Yeah, it's not a cow. Though I think in the series, some characters called it a pig. Let's see. Okay, so this is gonna be some repetition for you guys. Can you guess what kind of repetition is gonna be? Well, I'm not gonna leave you guessing because this is Ram again. This is Ram again. Oh, I don't remember who actually did this. Was it Flair? I think it might have been Flair. I don't remember the company. Anyway, we don't need that. This actually came with RAM, which is her sister, if you don't know. How much RAM though? 8 gigs? 16 gigs? Well, there's just one singular RAM, and she's not very nice to you, too. Look at her. Look at her. Look. Isn't she adorable? Come on. Tell me she's not adorable. And also, I don't want to say anything, but there's some going on. Okay. So yeah, she's like kneeling. She's like, oh my gosh, what is this? What is this situation? Who's watching me? Who's watching me through the stream? Yeah, it's a very good figurine. I really like the shading. Like, look at the shading on the dress. It's not material shading. It's just painted on. Look at the freaking shading. It's fantastic. When it comes to shading, I can't flip it anymore because there's a lot of detail on the pantsu. I can tell you this much. A lot of detail on the pantsu. The most I can do is like thighs and shiny shoes. And she came, as I mentioned, which I'm not a huge fan of Ram, but they just fit together so well that I just couldn't give up. So here's Ram, and she's quite adorable too. I mean, they are identical. Well, not quite identical. There's two major differences between them. How do you know there is much detail? Of course, I know a lot about these figurines. I've watched them thoroughly. Every single time I get them, I remove everything that's removable and research the craftsmanship. Yeah. Oh, it sounds so bad. I'm making weird shadows, but yeah, she's really nice too. The shading, I guess it's the same artist, so no wonder that there's like the same style. They kind of made all the colors a little more pastel, because like the hair, you can tell that the hair is a little brighter than in the anime. It's really stylized. Looks almost like a drawing. I really like these. I wasn't expecting much, but they're really, really, really good. I'm not gonna deceive you guys. I have stuff that would get me perma-banned on Twitch, so I'm still choosing to show you guys the stuff that's fairly fine. I told you about Hoseki no Kuni. So there was another figurine from Hoseki, which is this one. And this is Phosphophylite, which is the main character of Hoseki no Kuni. Let me just... Here we go. I think the art style in this one is more akin to the one in the manga. And I don't know. I don't love it. I don't know, what do you guys think? It's nice, because the base is very complex. Look at this. Look at this base. It's very complex. It looks like, I guess it's a piece of the scene. it's a shrimp. Yeah, it's weird. You would have to watch the episode to understand. I guess it's a snail. Yeah, it was a snail, but stuff happened and it became tiny. So yeah, this one has a very elaborate base, but I'm not a huge fan of elaborate bases. I have always considered them redundant. I know there's a lot of people in the the figurine community that will, you know, disagree, but for me the character is the center point. And in this case I feel like the base looks better than the figurine itself, which is a bit disappointing. I mean, the textures, the shading is fine, but So where are you gonna start a crowd fundraiser to get their figurine? Oh no, you guys, that would be way too much to ask of you. Some of these are just effed up when it comes to pricing. When it comes to the Seiso figurines, this one is my favorite. So it came with this, which already is an upgrade compared to like this shitty bed that the previous one came with. Can you guess what character it is? Yeah, of course it's Rem. Are you surprised? So she's supposed to sit on this like this. It's very cute. Very cute. And I don't know if I'll be able to show it to you properly, because if you look at her, you will immediately notice that she looks weird, right? And do you know why that is? It's because she's based on, what was his name? She's based on Shinichiro's Otsuka version, so the original light novel artist's version of Rem. And I really, really, really like his art style. And this is one of the reasons why I love this figurine so much. Also, I don't know, it's like the pose, the materials used, everything is just perfect in this one. The colors, the shading. Look, we might have shown a little too much, but there's no detail there, so no worries. Look, it's so cute. It's so cute. Let's just do a tactical tactical coverage. So yeah, that's my fave when it comes to Rem. Let's see. Oh, I think I showed all of them. Should I get more figurines? That's the question to you guys. Should I try to get more figurines?